this is the official entrance to Wildstorm. As you can see, it's super dark in here. The lights are off. The walls are painted this dark gray. And
like we regained some of the faith. I think that the kids still like our work, but I know a lot of retailers are probably angry at us as a whole, and that's primarily because of our shipping difficulties. And at our last big meeting, we laid down some pretty severe rules and punishments for being late, and when we would solicit projects, when we wouldn't solicit projects, how much work had to be done before we even say that this project existed, and penalties for screwing that up. So next year you'll either see a lot of books come out in time, or a lot of people leaving Image as they get fired and can't. So I'm not too owners or whatever,
Live from the world's financial capital, New York City, this is Moneyline.
Marvel Entertainment fell 3 1/4 today, closing at 49.5. The reason, some people say, is because of what you're about to see.
I'm here with one of the top talents in the comic book business, Jim Lee. Jim, it's great to...
AKA Padders, we're here. Welcome. It's Peter A. DeLuca, AKA Pad, sometimes known as AKA Pad 69. Welcome to my dark arena. Welcome to Wildstorm Wednesday. Can I even say that? This is here. This is me. This is when I bring to you, maybe, right? Arguably, not really, the greatest independent comic book studio of all time, founded by the great Jim Lee. And today is Jim Lee's, you guessed it, birthday. We're doing another stream tonight at 10 to celebrate his birthday. We got the chat rocking and rolling. The AKA Padders are here. Thank you. And we're talking, let's just jump into this. Because I'm excited. Okay, we're going to do the split screen. Don't mind some of the graphics, okay? Don't mind me just knocking my camera too. You know what though? Let's just get into a position that we like. How about this? How about that? We all know what we're doing. We don't like this too much. We need to focus this real quick. What is happening? We're not getting a good focus. Let me just remove this. Why is that? AKA Padders, I apologize. How is that focus? Do we have it? All right, so last time, it's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since all of you have joined me. Had computer trouble a week ago. Then I was on vacation, so it's been hell. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing 2 shows tonight. I kind of want to double up and catch up. Here we go. What is up, Total Excellence? Yeah, we're rocking and rolling. We're going to go through a couple things today. Some things you, the viewer, the audience, may not be familiar with. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I just knocked my camera, and it was, on my perspective, it looked blurry, but there also could have been like a little bit of a teeny delay. So, which makes that stuff a little bit more harmful. But let's just get back into the AKA Pad zone. So here we go. Okay, why is one of these important ones? This is where we left off. Okay. Toyfair 1995. We're a few years into Wildstorm Productions. They get the TV deal. And not only is it a TV deal, okay? It's a TV deal attached with Playmates toys. We know them, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Playmates toys had a really fantastic run. Fantastic run. Some of the best looking action figures of all time. Highly detailed, lots of paint. The things we like as children. Jim Lee and WildCATS, okay, they're making a big play. And this was our last video. This is what I consider, okay? This is what I consider part one of the big play. And this is essentially what you would hand out to prospective business partners. And you see here too, like they're promoting a Wildstorm TMNT comic book by Jim Lee. We did get 3 of the 4 action figures, but you never know what happened to Leonardo. Toyfair 1995, February 13th through 18th. I used to go to these. I used to go to the Javits Center too for a licensing convention. And we have this other free giveaway. And both of these are mostly, they're mostly lost as of like the level of importance to the Wildstorm story, the Wildstorm lexicon, so to speak. You know, like the culture within Wildstorm. And we have CBS Presents Action Zone. And here's the funny thing. I mean, both of these two, these are 2 of Jim Lee's best covers. This Action Zone cover, I think, is one of Jim Lee's best collected pieces of art. And it's my contention that there was a little bit of some back channeling, a little bit of a deal that the Turtles is what's driving the Action Zone. Okay? But the Turtle to be featured above Spartan and Starlight or Lightsword from the Skeleton Warriors. And we have this 3-headed dragon. The Action Zone lasted for Turtles seasons 8, 9, and 10. WildCATS got 13 episodes, so did Skeleton Warriors. Neither of these renewed. They only lasted 1 single year. Very depressing because both of these cartoons were fantastic. And the other night, we were on Monday Night Draw and Claw, we were actually cracking open some Skeleton Warrior trading cards because I really do love the property. And the one thing I failed to mention that comic book superstar legend, the source of it all, the true source of the 90s style, Neil Adams, later John Byrne. Neil Adams was heavily involved with the development of this property. And you really can tell just from the design work. I did not mention that. So I've been on this Skeleton Warriors deep dive lately. Flip it over. Get blasted into the CBS Action Zone Saturday morning on CBS. Again, Skeleton Warrior, WildCATS, Turtles. Now, the Turtles, too. Okay, we'll jump to the Turtles story real quick. TMNT, Next Mutation. The Turtles is moving into more of they're moving away from Shredder. They're going to have a new villain. It's more intergalactic. It's more space. The 2000 Turtle series echoed this direction, but we also have this awesome ad. Simon Bisley, Peter Eastman, Casey Jones, and Raphael. And this was like a 3-issue or 2-issue miniseries. It was only 2 issues, and I have to get this. We have to talk about that. But you can see that the Turtles they're in more of a space sci-fi militaristic environment. More costumes, more extreme changes. They really were able to get 3 extra years with this new direction. So that's very commendable. But let's get into the opening, right? Nelvana, hot action packed. The Ultimate Superhero Team action packed animation now on CBS. Jim Lee's WildCATS. There was a lot of good faith put into Jim Lee's WildCATS. Reading the story that's in here, I kind of have to say, I think it's one of the better WildCATS stories ever. So let's just go through the Neil Adams origin of great ad here, Get Real. Again, Skeleton Warriors, Wildcats, the Turtles. But Neil Adams does an origin of the whole Skeleton Warriors universe, Lightstar, Lightstar, Talon, and Grimskull. Now, this is not, this doesn't echo the animated series. The animated series, episode 1, you can find out on YouTube, has a little bit more of an elongated origin, but it's essentially the Dark Crystal. The crystal cracks, the crystal fractures. Good guys get power, bad guys get power. The good guys prophesize to do good things. And yeah, and then it's essentially it's assimilation, because Baron Blood here, right? It's Baron Blood. He can create a skeleton legion. He can create, he can turn normal people into skeletons, which is really kind of cool. But you can really see the Age of Skeletons has begun. Cool. I mean, it's phenomenal this didn't take off. And it also echoes Masters of the Universe. And here we go. Jim Lee's Wildcats. We have to admire, I mean, this promo artwork. The looser, less hatchy Jim Lee work that he did around this show. There was a couple other promo pieces. One of them was used for some of the trading card box art that we did. I love it. I mean, I love the pose here by Z-Lot. The mall just feels right. Like the proportions for everyone is there. This is Jim Lee's design, like within the imagery is, I mean, I don't think he gets any better than this. And we have a basic story that I love, which is the Wildcat team. They find a amulet. They find a statue. The statue has something special in it. They go to the museum. The museum guy is a demon knight. He tries to kill him. There we go. But the artwork, it's great. There's a great gag. The exposition and the setup, the characterization, it's there. I think that this really makes me want to read the Wildcats Adventures comic book, because the characterization here, I think it's better than the comic. It really is. It's more like on point, a little bit goofy, like, Spartan here walking through the metal detector. But look at Maul here. I love the expression. I love the hand on the face. We're sticking with Halo. This is a very oddly designed artifact, because it just looks like it does exist in the universe. It doesn't look like it's anything different. But we have some really nice artwork. Like I said, the guy, the curator for the museum, transforms into a demon knight. The demon knights have soldiers, right? We have to have a battle. The poses here for the demon knight soldiers are just fantastic, especially this guy. I really like this guy. And there's so much about the way how this is put together that jumped out to me, because the coloring, it's all indicative. Again, it's like the Adventures brand, X-Men Adventures, Batman Animated Adventures being the closest to. So they're mimicking an animation style, but the coloring, it's so on point. It's so there. I don't think there's a wasted line in any of these pages. Maul and Grifter here do a little bit of a fastball special where Maul picks up Grifter and throws him into an alien vessel trying to escape. And he falls short, and he uses his grappling hook to bust through, knocks out the pilot. We get some orders here. This is where we find out that there's like an orb inside the eye that's going to help the evil dude. We know what's his name? Hellspont, and Hellspont's got to find the rest of his orb stuff, and this little crystal here can help him. And then we have a great gag, but before we get into the final gag, what do we have? I watched Wildcats on Tubi. The animations literally threw me off. Its source material animation seems to be, I mean, look, it's here's the thing. This is what I mean about the big play, okay? Wildcats clearly needed more time, okay? It got a full promotion, full action figure line. It got a real push. By all intensive purposes, like Street Sharks goes on for a little bit, Exo Squad goes on for a little bit, WildCATS gets stymied, Ultra Force gets stymied, Savage Dragon gets 2 series, Skeleton Warriors gets 1. Like, it really is. The 90s needed one of these properties, at least, like, to really break through. And this was the best shot for Image to go mainstream. It really was. It wasn't really Savage Dragon. It was really WildCATS. But this is awesome because the alien ship is crashing because Grifter just, like, destroyed everything. And Maul runs, transforms, and he catches the alien vessel like it's a football. And then Grifter pops out and he's like, "Hey, dude, I did all the hard work for you. I got your little statue." And then they walk off into the sunset. And there we go. Another shout out for Skeleton Warriors. This is the Drew Struzan poster art. You can get these cheap on eBay too, like original ones. The power behind Skeleton Warriors. It's unbelievable that Skeleton Warriors. It's unbelievable that really the series that the Turtles transformed into largely forgotten. Okay, 8, 9, and 10. WildCATS largely forgotten. Skeleton Warriors largely forgotten. It's mind-boggling to me. So everyone, the big play. This is when it was make it or break it for a Wildstorm opening up DC to purchase them. If WildCATS even had a video game. If any of this stuff succeed, even if WildCATS went on for 2 to 3 years, at least 3 years, things would have been different. I really do believe that. So let's do a quick update. Here's a raw Dark Hero update. This is our guy in his final form. This is the one I'm sticking with for now. And then this is the Dark Hero logo design for his high school football team. So cool. Everyone, let's just do it. Thanks for hanging out. AKA Padders. Subscribe, support, leave a comment. Help build the AKA Pad Army. I love you so much. We're getting out.